In this video, we'll learn how to use Binance from the very beginning. So if you're looking to get set up on Binance, then this video is for you. We'll go over how to get fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies on and off the platform, how to convert them and trade them, and then how to use the Earn platform to invest them as well. So I'll leave timestamps for everything down in the description below. We'll come to the Binance site first then and sign up. I'll leave the link below to Binance. They give a deposit bonus up to $600. So if you're signing up anyway, make sure to get deposit bonuses. You can check the details via that link. It will take you through to this page though. So you can just press sign up right here. I've got an account already, so it says buy now, but through that account process, you'll need to give your email and potentially some KYC details right there. They might not ask you straight away. So if they don't, you can just actually have an account and look through the entire system without giving KYC. But what we can do is go through to our dashboard and see everything anyway. So the first thing I'll do once I have an account is go through to the dashboard. Just gives you an overview of everything on your account that you can see in terms of your assets and everything like that. We'll go through to security first and just check that we've got everything done here. The first thing I'd do is put some authenticators in. So Google Authenticator is really great. You can download it as an app on either iPhone or Android, and it's just a code that refreshes every 30 seconds, and you can't do anything without it. So you can't withdraw any crypto or fiat without that code. And so that's just going to be an extra step of security. If someone hacks into your account and they don't have that code, they won't be able to withdraw anything. The other thing is identification. You can do this at your leisure, but on the right hand side, it will show you if you have or haven't done it. And so if you have completed verification, then you get lots of extras like being able to trade with fiat currencies and get them on and off the platform, and other bonuses in terms of how much you can put on and off the platform. So you can see all of that here, and you can click on each of these to make sure that you've done the right thing, and it will just take you through that process of making sure everything is okay. Once you've got KYC, then everything's unlocked in terms of trading and putting fiat currencies on and off. Now we can go through to getting crypto and fiat currency on and off the platform. So it's all really controlled by either depositing or withdrawing, and then depending on which type of currency it is, it just gives you these options. So the first thing would obviously be to deposit fiat currency on here. You can go to buy crypto up in the top left, and it shows you these methods. So I'll show you that first. You can do pay with right here. This will just remember whatever you used last. So I'll click on this and just choose the fiat currency that you want to deposit, and it will give you the options. The main two options are bank transfer and card. So if you have pound sterling, you can see here, you can use a bank transfer via faster payments. So press continue. They'll just have a set of bank details that you send a payment to, and they'll give you a payment reference. Just include that when you send the payment, and that's that. You can use a card as well. 1.8% transaction fee. Not the end of the world, but yeah, bank transfer is definitely preferable here. Many fiat currencies are supported. So if you have US dollars, you can see Swift transfer right here. So no fees from Binance's end, although Swift may charge you a little bit on the other end. But just choose whichever transfer method is here, press continue. It's just bank details and card details that you can put in. And so that's fairly self-explanatory. Now, the other options right here are credit and debit cards. So I'll just show you this. It's really the same thing, but Binance do something directly, which is called buy from card or sell to card. So if you have any currency balance that you want to buy, so if you have a card that's in USD, put in an amount here, and you can buy any crypto directly. So if you want to buy Bitcoin, just press Bitcoin, and that'll buy Bitcoin directly. You don't have to trade, you don't have to convert, but higher fees, right? So I try and avoid this, but it is very easy. Now sell, you can sell to card. So if you have Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, you can just sell that directly to fiat currency into your card. So if you have 1 BTC, you can choose to receive that in any fiat currency. And if your card supports it, that goes right through to your card. Again, that's really simple, but it is way more expensive. And so I try and avoid it. I try and use the more professional ways, which I'll go through throughout this video. I'm going to go through to the fiat and spot account. This is where you can do all of this and see all of your currencies all at once. So your fiat balances will be up here, and you can press deposit. That's what we've just seen. And you can press withdraw. That's what we've just seen as well. So either a bank or a card that you can use to do that. Now with cryptocurrencies, it's a little bit different. Cryptocurrencies have an address. And so pretty simply, if you want to deposit a cryptocurrency from another platform, just click on whichever crypto that you want to use and press deposit. That will go through to the deposit page, and you just choose the network, right? So for BNB coin, that is mostly Binance Smart Chain. So we click on that one and it just gives us an address, just like an email address. This is the address that you deposit to. So if you have another exchange, if you have Trust Wallet or whatever that you're sending from, you have to take this address and paste it in the withdraw screen there. So pretty self-explanatory, but you just have, that address, and that is your address always that you can withdraw to from other platforms for that crypto. Each crypto has a different address, so it's not the same for all of them. So for each crypto, just make sure that you're pressing deposit and you can go through and get that address. Now, if you want to withdraw, it's the exact opposite. So we'll go through to the withdraw screen on BNB coin, press withdraw here, and it gives you this option to paste in an address. So go to the other exchange, go to the other wallet or whatever it is, and press deposit. It will give you the address and then just paste that in here. Now the network has to be the same on both ends. So if you're withdrawing BNB coin to Trust Wallet or something like that, the network that you can choose will probably be Binance Smart Chain. And so you can get that over. Now, quite a neat trick is if you want to reduce your fees with other coins, for example, Bitcoin. We'll click on Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is fairly expensive to trade and transfer. But what we can do is press an address here and then press the network. Now, as you can see here, you can actually send Bitcoin over Binance Smart Chain. Now, what they do is because they have a version of Bitcoin on their chain, they just use the chain to transfer the value. And so it's cheaper. You can see if you use the Bitcoin network, that takes 4 minutes and it takes up to an hour. With Binance Smart Chain, it takes 10 cents and it arrives in 5 minutes. Now, if you're using a different exchange, a centralized exchange, then you might as well, if it's supported on both ends, to use Binance Smart Chain because it's quicker and cheaper. Now, if you're using a decentralized wallet, it's a little bit different because that's actually going to be held on the specific blockchain. And so you may want to just put it on the Bitcoin blockchain for that security. If you withdraw Bitcoin over Binance Smart Chain, then it's going to go to Binance Smart Chain if you have a decentralized address. And so that might be fine, but you might not want it on the Binance Smart Chain. You might want it on the Bitcoin chain because it's kind of more secure. So just make sure that if you're withdrawing to a decentralized address, then you want to make sure that you choose the blockchain that you want it on. If you're withdrawing over two centralized exchanges, if they support a cheaper network, then by all means use it because you're going to pay less in fees and it's going to be quicker as well. Binance have a very easy convert feature where you can just sell one currency into another. So I'll show you that now. We can go up to trade and then Binance convert. That takes us through to this page. It's a really, really easy feature. And if you're just beginning, you might want to use this. So what we can do is this is the one that we want to sell. So you can actually use some fiat currencies here. You can see pound sterling is supported. Now US dollars isn't supported. This is because I think when you deposit US dollars onto Binance, they actually auto convert it into a stable coin. A stable coin is a crypto version of a dollar. And so $1 equals one stable coin dollar. They're exactly the same, right? It's just a crypto version. So popular versions are USDT and BUSD. Now, these are the two that are supported for trading on Binance. USDC, another stablecoin, it's not supported for trading on Binance, but they do accept deposits. So if you have USDC on another platform, you can definitely deposit it in, and it will just be auto-converted one-for-one with BUSD. BUSD is Binance's stablecoin, so they just auto-convert it for trading. But you can use any crypto that's supported right here. So let's do USDT, and we can... that's the selling currency, and then we can convert it into anything else. So we'll convert it into Bitcoin, just put the amount that you want to trade right here, preview conversion, and then if you are happy with that, you can go ahead and press OK, and that sells US dollar tether into Bitcoin. Now that's a market order, which means you have no control over the price. Usually you want more control over the price. You're going to get a better price if you can control it. But if you just want to do something for a small balance, that might be okay. Limit orders are something that we want to do. So if we press limit order, you can see we can actually choose some different options right here. So we have exactly the same screen. So every time we trade, we're selling something to buy something else. So I'm going to sell some US dollar tether, and we are going to put that into Bitcoin, as you can see here. Now, we can actually choose the convert price. Now, what that means is there's a price in the market, which is currently $21,000 per BTC, as you can see here. But we can choose any price that we want to convert at. So I can choose potentially 20,000 that I want to pay. right? So I'm now saying that I want to spend 20,000 per BTC instead of the current market price of 21. So I'm bidding a lower price than the market price. Now, this won't go through straight away, but this is known as a limit order, where I say the maximum amount that I want to spend. Now, the market isn't here, so it won't trade, but if it ever gets down to here, then it will trade at 20,000. So you can actually choose the conversion price and the exchange price that you get. So if the current price is 21,329, we may want to press 21,300 and just get a cheeky little lower price. Now you can see the price moves around all the time, and so if it's bouncing around, we could have a really good chance of getting this done. Now we would save around $26 rather than doing a market order, which would just go through at this price. So with a limit order, you get to choose the maximum price that you pay. Now remember, everything is done in whole amounts. So the price is quoted for one whole Bitcoin. That's what one whole Bitcoin costs, but you can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, and we just do it with how much US dollar tether that we want to spend, right? So if you want to spend $200, you're spending $200 at the price of 21,300 per 1 BTC, and you can see we get a fraction, which is 0.009 of a Bitcoin. You can place that order. If the price gets to your limit price, then as you can see, it just got there. So we would trade right there and have got a much better price now than if we would have done it 5 minutes ago when the price was like 21,600. So that's how a limit order works, where you choose the price that you want to pay. I'll show you the more professional way of doing this as well through the trade feature. So we'll go to trade and then spot. This takes us through to the professional trading screen, which I would recommend you use all the time. It looks a bit scary if you're a beginner, but really everything here is just information, and it's really good information. So the first thing is, as we can see here, this is the currency pair that we're trading. So you have the base currency here and the quote currency here. The base currency is the one that we're going to want to buy. And the quote currency is how many of this one does it take to buy 1 unit of the base currency. So the base currency is Bitcoin. So what we're saying is how many US dollars does it take to buy 1 BTC? The answer is 21,288 right now. So you can see trading information here about the 24-hour high price and low price and how much volume has gone through. So you can see that. This is the order book right here. So again, this is the actual price of Bitcoin in the market right here that it's trading at. And all you can see to the top and bottom are limit orders. So these are buyers who have got limit orders in below the current price. And these are sellers that have limit orders in above the current price. They want to sell their Bitcoin at a higher price, and they want to buy their Bitcoin with US dollar tether at a lower price. Now you can see wherever they meet up and wherever the volume is, that's the mid price that actually comes through. In this screen, you can choose every single currency pair that's supported on Binance, whether it's fiat currencies or other cryptos. And so what we can do is come up to the right-hand corner and then search for the crypto that we want to buy and see which pairs are supported. So we'll go to something like Bitcoin. And then when you type this in, what you can see is all of the currencies that it trades against. Bitcoin trades against US dollar tether, it trades against BUSD, it trades against Aussie dollars, pound sterling, euros, as you can see. So you can actually just type that in. So if you want Bitcoin euros, you can see them here. Bitcoin GBP, you can see here. So you can choose that currency pair. So if you have pound sterling, you want to put it directly into Bitcoin, you can click this, you can see that chart changes, and then the price changes as well. So that's now Bitcoin quoted in GBP. So you can spend that right. So if the currency pair isn't supported, so if you have GBP or euros and it's against a currency that you can't see a pair for, then what you'll have to do is basically trade your fiat currency into a stable coin first. Everything on the platform is traded against US dollar tether and BUSD as standard because they're dollars and everything trades against dollars. And so what you can do is just put your fiat currency, whatever that may be. You can click here, fiat currency, see what trades against. So US dollar will always trade against everything. So you can just search for it down here, all of the supported pairs, and then see what that is. So if you have like an altcoin that's a little bit more smaller and unique, you can see you can trade it against USDT, BUSD, and a few others on here, but not any fiat currencies. So if you don't see a fiat currency pair, get the fiat currency, trade it into BUSD or USDT, and then you can trade against everything. Now down here is the exact same limit screen that we saw previously. So as you can see, limit orders here, you can choose the currency that you're selling. So this is pound sterling in this case, and the currency that you're buying, which is BTC. Choose how much you want to spend and the price that you want to pay per BTC. So what you can do is be cheeky and say, this is the mid price, but what I want to do is press a little bit down here to get a bit of a cheaper price. So press that one, and that goes through on the screen here, and then you can choose again how much you want to spend. Now that limit order will go in down here. So let's put a silly order in at like 15,000. We can put this in by BTC, and the limit order should go down here for us so we can see all of those details. Now remember, we can't trade because our price is way below the current market price, but the order is working for us and we can see all of that right here. You can press this edit button as well, and you can actually edit the details. So if you want to change or amend your limit price or the amount that you want to buy, you can do that here. So that's actually really convenient. Binance have recently added that, which is something I've been asking for a long time. If you want to cancel the order, just press cancel here and that's gone. Now it's exactly the same on the sell side as well. Binance also have auto invest, which is a recurring buy feature. So what you can do is set up a set interval of buys and then just let the platform do it for you. So auto invest down here, and it goes through to this page, and then we'll set this up. So you can see the performance over time periods here, and you can check this out yourself. But what we'll do is create a plan for Bitcoin and choose an amount per period. So we'll do $50 weekly, and then choose the day, Thursday at 1 p.m. So as long as you have some funds in your account, this will buy $50 of Bitcoin weekly for you, exactly as you set here. Now you have to use either US dollar tether or BUSD. So if you have a fiat currency here, you'll have to first convert it into one of these stable coins and have that in your account. And that should be in your spot account to actually go ahead and use this. Now you can use flexible balance as well if you click this. This means that if you have any dollars that are in your savings account, which I'll go through in a second, then it will use them as well if there's no dollars in your spot account to actually go ahead and trade. So the savings account just lets you put dollars into a savings, a flexible savings, where it actually pays you an interest, which is probably advisable if you've got them on the account anyway. But yeah, just set it up with how you want to trade. Press agree and confirm here, and it'll just go through and buy at the set interval and dollar cost average over whatever time period that you want. Like I said, Binance Earn essentially lets you earn some interest yield from any of the cryptos on your account, which you may want to use if you've got them on the account anyway. So most of this has been transferred over to something called Simple Earn, which is just an easy product to use. So we'll go over to Simple Earn right here, and then all you do is just choose the crypto that you have, and it will show you where you can invest that. So we'll go to the search right here, and we'll just put in US dollar tether, which is the stable coin here. So you have USDT and BUSD, which are those stable coins. And you can see the APR right here, 8% up to $1,000, and then it kind of drops off after that. But that's a decent amount for $1,000. If you've got some stables on your account anyway, waiting to trade, you might as well put them over. And so you can see this is a flexible amount. You can auto subscribe here, so just click this on. Any balances that you have in your spot and trading account, they'll be swept over into the flexible account automatically each day. You can withdraw them immediately, but you do lose that day's interest if you withdraw immediately. But as you can see, you can press subscribe here, choose the amount that you want to subscribe, if you want to auto subscribe or not. And then it'll just show you the APR and what you get there. Just press confirm and how much you want to invest. But if you just press auto subscribe, that'll be swept over automatically. If you have other cryptos, you can just search for them here. So BNB coin might have some. You can see this subscribe feature here. They're paying 6% on BNB coin. Choose any crypto that you have. It might be supported with some yield right here. So Matic does, ADA does. So you can just see them here and see what they pay. You can turn on all the auto subscribes that are supported, or just press subscribe here. Now you can see flexible. That means you can withdraw all the time. It's very quick. These ones right here, where you have to choose a period, if you subscribe to them and it's 90 days, then obviously it's locked up for 90 days. And so you only get the interest after it unlocks. Now you can actually withdraw at any time, let's say after 30 days, but you lose all of the interest that you've gained over those 30 days. So, just be sure to lock them up. If you want to lock them up and get the interest, then you have to be sure that you don't want to withdraw them earlier than that, because then you'll lose that interest. So just to keep that in mind. If you want some more professional trading guides, I'll link them in the description that go through more in-depth trading strategies. The link to Binance down there as well for that deposit bonus. I'm James with MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.